Hey friends, so this is Ankit. Welcome to Embody Speaks. In this series of video, we talk with the tremendous persons around me, which I have met personally in my journey in Germany or in my life in India. Last video, we talked with social entrepreneur Smita Sirodkar about her social enterprise Earthaholics, how she is helping people in Mumbai to have the sustainable lifestyle. And in this video, I have invited Raju. Even I met Raju on a PM to M student trip in Spain, La Tomatina Festival. After that, we met again in another trip. It was in Europe, Budapest, Bratislava, and another capital city of three European cities. And I came to know as I know Raju during these two trips. I know that he is working with meditation, breathing, and mindfulness techniques. He is teaching these three skills to youngsters and students across the globe, and that's why I think these are the things which are kind of useful as of and this time, and that's why I have invited Raju. Before I speak too much about him or I speak too much in the general sense, I will ask Raju to introduce himself, and then we can go over in our video.
Hi, Ankit. Happy to be here. Thanks for this talk. And yeah, I mean, this is the time, people are going through tough times in Corona, and, so uh, I'm really excited for this talk. I will briefly introduce myself. So my name is Raju. I have done my bachelor's from IIT Guwahati in maths and computing from India. And then I did my master's from Europe, from Netherlands and Germany. And now I'm doing my PhD from Germany in computer science. And along with my professional work, I also take some time to volunteer for and to teach some breathing, meditation, mindfulness techniques to the peoples who are needy, that can help them to relieve stress, take care of their mental hygiene, and so that's what I have been doing. So today I will be talking about these techniques in this podcast.
Yeah, it's a really important topic as we are in year 2020, where everything is going wrong. I guess in the beginning we had this corona pandemic, and I think it affected the complete world. Every country was in lockdown for certain period of time. Even like in our country, in India, right now, still we
Definitely.
are not able to control the corona spread. Right now, in Germany, still we can go outside. Right now, it's still better than before.
Yeah.
And there's so many financial crises going on all over the world. There are so many people who are jobless due to this pandemic. Everything is going in the wrong direction. What's your take on this year 2020? Like what you are thinking about this year right now?
Yeah, Ankit, this 2020, these are crazy times, and we are fighting against an invisible enemy. This situation is nothing short than of Third World War. You see in India, especially in the Bollywood, also, like, we have lost so many eminent actors, Sushant Singh Rajput. We have lost Irfan Khan. We have lost Rishi Kapoor, and so on. And there is actually this fear of uncertainty in this world. What will happen next? People are losing jobs, and there is so much negativity happening. People are getting crazy, and so this is the time. These are, as we say, desperate time calls for desperate measures. So one should definitely take care of their mental peace, their physical fitness, and all those, their nutrition and everything, in order to take care of themselves during this tough times. And as we say, tough times are there, but this time will also hopefully pass.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, I will talk more about mental hygiene. Like, have you heard this term? Like,
Yeah, but I was about to ask you this question. Like, what you might mean with the mental hygiene? Like, what you are trying to convey with this word mental hygiene?
yeah, so basically it's like, when you have to clean your body, you take shower, right? When you have to clean your teeth, you brush your teeth. And in the similar way, when you have a lot of negativity, you have anxiety in your mind, then what do? That's the keeping the mind at peace, that hygiene, that's called mental hygiene.
Mm.
And unfortunately, nobody in our school, in our universities, no one has taught how to deal with negative emotions. If we say, I'm not feeling good, I am feeling bad, that will say, so, okay, it will go, so what? But they don't give us the tools and the techniques. So hopefully I will be talking about some of the tools that can help us to go through this wave. We are all together in this situation, and we have to help each other.
Yeah, it's like a really good thing of you that was talking about mental hygiene, because in this corona pandemic or any other stressful situation in your life, it can be your exam, it can be your job, it can be anything. No one talks about your mental health. Like they only
Definitely,
see
yes.
if you are healthy, you have the biceps, you have the six packs or something, but no one can see if you are mentally facing some kind of anxiety or any other situation, any tough situation. So it's really
Yes.
good of you. That's you want to talk about this topic. You want to guide other people how to deal with this kind of situation. I really appreciate your effort.
Yeah, happy to
I will just
share
ask,
that.
like you said about the mental hygiene, and then it's also about its importance, like how it is important in our life. So, what would be the ideal approach? How we can approach the good mental hygiene? Like as you talk about personal hygiene, like or your dental hygiene, like you need to do something every day. If you don't take
Definitely,
shower every day, your body will stink. You will have kind of a
definitely.
disease on your skin or something, or maybe your teeth will be gone somehow. So that's the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
you do for your personal hygiene. So what you do to, or what you do to keep your mental hygiene in order, like in a, what you say, healthy condition.
Yeah, so for that we have to, in order to take care of mind, we have to first take care of our body, our outside situation. So I always say this: we have to first take care of our body. So, and then we, after that, we can take care of our breath. So we can do some breathing exercises, and then once we have done that, then it becomes very easy to take care of the mind, because these both activities that we do on the level of the body and on the level of the breath, they both help us to do something on the level of the mind. So for the level of the body, I would say that we should move. Like this is 21st century and we have forgotten how to move properly, right?
Yeah.
Remember our ancient times, our ancestors, there were two things. Either whenever they had to go for the hunt, so then they would have to move, run and kill some animal or something. Otherwise, if they don't move, some maybe a lion will come and they will eat them. So either way, they had to move.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, these days we have forgotten to move. Everything is happening online. You order pizza, you get it online at home. You don't have to go to the shop. You can order your clothes there online. So that's why it's like, and we don't move. We work on the laptop. So like exercise has become even more important, I think, in this 21st century, and especially in the corona times when there had been lockdown or there are partial lockdowns or consequences of the lockdown. Because of that, still we have a lot of fear to go out. There are restrictions still at some places, and we cannot do our exercises. So if we cannot go to the gym, we can just do some exercises at home. We can do some, for example, jumping jacks. If someone is a dance lover, they can do some 5-10 minute dance. If you have little dumbbells, you can do a little weight training at home. But whatever you do, the main thing is just move.
Yeah.
And if you move, then you will automatically see that once you sweat a little bit, then you will feel good at mind. Does it happen with you also?
Yeah,
Like,
like normally I don't know about the exercise, but like whenever I'm playing some sport like
yeah,
badminton or table tennis,
yeah,
like it makes, like I sweat a lot, so it's like kind of
definitely,
energy,
yeah,
but I feel good after
yeah.
after playing for 1 hour or 2 hours. I feel good about this thing. So maybe I don't know. I don't know the scientific terms or scientific reason behind it, but yeah, I feel good.
Yeah, so that's why they say like the sitting is the new smoking in these days. And when you move, when there is a motion, there will be some emotion,
Yeah.
and then you will feel good, hopefully. So that's the first thing that I would recommend for this time, to move, to do some little exercises in the beginning.
Yeah, that's good. And the second thing you were saying about the breath, so what is like normally I know we are breathing all the time. So what's the new thing which you want to talk about breathing
Yeah, so
or breathing?
breathing is such a very simple act that we have been doing, and it's happening all the time. Breathing is the one of those acts which is voluntarily, at the same time it's involuntarily.
Mm.
If you are having a bad dream, then suddenly your breath will, you will breathe heavily, or
Heavily, yeah.
you will, yeah. And then, so that's happening automatically, you don't know that. But at the same time, you can, if you want, you can take some deep breaths, you can, so you can control it. So in order to, this emotions, this breath, these things are very much connected. Breath is the first act of our life. So what happened when we came to the first, we take a deep breath in, and then we cried.
Yeah, during your birth, yeah.
Yeah.
Our
And
birth,
then,
yeah.
yeah, and then when we go out, what do? When we die, then we breathe out, and let others cry.
Yeah.
And in between is starting and the ending breath, there is this life, and we are not even aware of our breath, how we are breathing. And suddenly when we have to catch a bus or a train, and then we have to run, and then we feel, oh, we are out of breath. Then we realize, yes, we are even breathing. And breath is like, it's one of the important source to let the toxins out of your body. So roughly 85 to 90% of our toxins are removed from the breath.
Mm.
And other sources like urination, pooping and all, so that's also sources of removing the toxins. But breath is even more important. And our lungs, if you just open our lung, then this will be like the size of a tennis court. That's the capacity of the lung. But we don't breathe enough. We just breathe 35% of the lung capacity. So that's why in India, we call it pranayam, the breathing exercise.
Yeah.
So what we say, there is a lot of energy in our system, or this is called prana, and we give the ayam, or we channelize the breath. So this is the pranayam, and using this breathing techniques, we can calm our mind, and we can get rid of the stress.
I have one thing about anxiety. Like in anxiety, whenever you have anxiety attack, you
Yes.
start breathing heavily. Like you're like breathing, but you are out of your oxygen level. I don't know, but you are
Yes.
breathing shortly.
Yes.
And like I have seen in movies or somewhere I have read that like, to calm down your anxiety attack, you need to take deep breaths.
Yes.
And maybe somehow you can control the anxiety sometimes. So what's your take about how to control anxiety with this breathing or something? Do you have any idea or anything?
Yeah, let's first talk about what is anxiety. We actually worry a lot. What will happen tomorrow? Will I get a job or not? Will my job remain or not? So there is a constant uh, vacillation of worry. So mind is in the past or in the future. Sometimes it has regrets about the past, sometimes it has some anxiety about the future. So that's what is happening in and it's futile to worry. Like, we worry about something that is not there. We worry about future which is not there right now. This is the present, right?
Yeah.
We have, our breath is going on, but we just think, oh, what will happen tomorrow? So I would recommend to learn and do some breathing exercises to take care of this anxiety and this panic attack. Because then when we breathe, as you said, if you do not breathe enough, then there might be some panic attack, because some part of the body is not getting enough oxygen, which is supplied to the blood ultimately. But when you breathe enough, then you let the CO2 go in, the O2 go in, and you exhale the carbon dioxide, and then you release the toxins, and you can take care of your internal system much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Maybe we can try. Like that was a question about, because I don't know. Recently, due to this corona pandemic, there are so many people. They are anxious about so many things. Even if you go in supermarket, you are just like passing to a person. It's like, oh, what's happening around me or something like that. I have seen so many people. They react to wildly, or I can say violently somehow. I can say not hitting other people, but like they are out of the breath oxygen. I can say they are out of air in their lungs, and then what should I do? Something like this. So that was my question, and thank you for asking. And do you have any breathing techniques which you like, a small trick which you can try at home? You don't need to ask any professional, or you don't need to go any professional breathing teacher or something in a particular ecosystem, or you can just try at home something?
Yeah, definitely. So I would recommend this. There's a very simple exercise. It's called belly breathing.
Mhm.
So I will also, shortly demonstrate. So what you have to do is, you can also maybe do along
Okay,
with
I will
me.
try.
Yeah, so bring your right hand, your right palm, you can keep on your belly.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then you breathe in and breathe out, but breathe deeply. So
Okay.
like your normal breath may be breathe in, breathe out, but now you have to breathe in and then breathe out.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
breathe in and breathe out. Take deep breath in and breathe out. Relax your shoulders, keep your spine erect, and breathe in and observe how your abdomen is moving. You will notice as you breathe in, the abdomen is expanding, the belly is coming out, and as you breathe out, the belly is contracting or going inside. And now slowly, even take even slower breaths, whatever you can, hold. Breathe in and breathe out. If you wish, you may close your eyes. Keep taking deep breaths in and out and observe your belly. Now, taking your own time, whenever you are ready, you may relax your right hand, keep it on your right thigh, and take normal breaths and relax. Whenever you are ready, you may open your eyes.
Yep.
So how was it for you?
It was like completely different thing. Like I can hear the children screaming on the street or something because it was completely calm here.
Mm-hmm.
Also some kind of buzzing in the ears. Like normally I don't know, when we are like just breathing, you can hear so many different sounds around or maybe from your body, which you never maybe heard before because of
Exactly.
like so many worries or so many things about your life and anything maybe.
Yeah, it's about being present.
Yeah.
So then when you are present, when you are there, then you can hear, you can smell what is going on. Your five senses become more active.
Mm.
And then mind, ultimately it helps the mind.
Yeah.
You feel little calmer, right?
Yeah. Something like I can hear my computer's like ventilator, like the fan, cooling fan. And
Yeah.
normally I don't hear it, but now I am
Yeah.
able to.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing
That's
you
just,
talk about,
2-3 minutes of breathing exercise we did and we feel so good. So we can do it all.
yeah, like I like even our last talk during this proposal, I already purchased a yoga mat, so
Yeah.
I will be doing this meditation and everything regularly. But I have
That's good to
every
hear.
single thing now. But I
Yeah.
just didn't tell you, but I have everything now. Maybe from next Sunday, or I don't know, whenever you have your next session, I will be there, I guess, or I
Sure, sure.
hope.